Welcome to Season 2. This is an entertainment channel, not a how-to channel. I'm still new to turning, so if you see something, say something in the comments below. Hey, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I'm doing a collaboration with Bob's Woodshop. Bob is the only person I've ever had hands-on experience with for wood turning. He showed me how to turn a tile, and that was really cool. Unfortunately, the COVID hit and we went into lockdown. But luckily through YouTube, I was able to start turning and he was able to give me some feedback, and I've been able to grow remotely, if you will. He's asked me to work with him on this particular project. This piece of furniture is a towel rack with a small shelf and a mirror, and asked me if I'd be interested in doing the turning parts of it, because he'd like to modernize it a little bit with some more fresh wood and give this old wood a little break, as opposed to trying to refinish it. So again, I've been tasked with the turns on either side, which we have some oak here. I think we'll make those out of this piece here. This will be the railing for the towel rack itself, and then the decorative corner piece will be made out of this. So let's get started. Since I've never done this before, I'm doing something that I think makes at least a little bit of sense to me. I took two pieces of wood, the left and right sides, taped them together so that they're matching. I drew out an image of what the top of the one side would look like, along with the column. I'm not sure if you could see that in the image or not, but there's a column in here as well. And then from there, I transferred where the beads and most of the material would be removed into lines, and then took a Sharpie and kind of drew out what I would need to remove. So when the time comes, I get all these lines transferred over, like I have here. Then I'm going to split it, split them, and they should match now as far as the lines are concerned, and turn one of the pieces of wood and then turn the other one to match it. Ideally, that's the plan. As far as the length we've got from the top to the bottom is well over 15 inches. So once it's all completed and Bob gets it in his hands, he can measure out exactly what he needs and cut off the bottom. So yeah, that's the plan. That's how I'm trying to do it. Good news is, if I screw it up in any way, I've got two other pieces of wood that I can work with, so this will be a good practice run if it doesn't work out well. But that's the plan, so let's keep doing it. At this point, we have it taped off in the blue sections, which will remain square, and then the other sections here and here will get turned round. Once we have them close to being round, should be a small piece of flatness here to indicate the black marks that we have on the wood. And from there we can reference the sheet in the back representing the drawing of the top and the column here. That's the plan. Let's get to turning. Okay, now we're there. We're almost there. God, we're so close. Okay. At this point, I want to try and draw out our bead. Yeah, see, this side's already round. This side's not even there yet. Okay. Well, I know I'm not new to turning, but I am certainly no professional. And I believe this is above my pay grade, especially since this is really free. This piece here was turned out of the wood, and it's super small. When you compare this to the original image, this is not the right size. Additionally, this column is turning around, but it's super flat here, so I have to keep spinning this down until it gets flat. I think this is off-centered. I think I got a little loose over here, so we're turning a little lopsided. This is going to end up being a pencil by the time I'm done turning it round, so it's super, super thin. I don't think that's right either. I believe this was a block with a separate piece of wood turned round, glued into the top, and then a block as a spacer between the column and this piece needs to be turned separately. That's much thicker. That's what I think. So I'm going to give Bob a call, see what his thoughts are. Bob! So this is what I got going on. Okay, so yeah, he agrees that we need to make this into a couple different pieces. So now we got to start planning that part. Not pretty. This is not pretty at all. I mean, this part's not too bad. I mean, this will shine up nicely, and this first bead's not all that bad. I mean, you can kind of see there's a little bit of a tear out right there. That little hole is. But this bead is horrible. Absolutely horrible. If we scroll down to the other side. The transition from here to there is not that great. Those beads, I'm just not thrilled with it. It's tight to fit in here. Get in here to put those beads in and not hit this wood and get chip out. Like I blew out a piece of wood right here. Which isn't too bad, because if we could put this on the back side of the project. Excuse me. So, yeah. Now this piece here, I thought I had another piece. I don't, so I'm gonna have to continue on with this. At this point, I'm pretty sure Bob's not gonna be thrilled with the way this looks, because I certainly am not happy with it. But I guess this is the limitation of my skill set here.
Bob encouraged me to push on, put down the spindle gouge, or try the skew chisel, and mix it up a bit. Practice makes perfect, so that's what I did.
So that's pretty close. And those match up pretty darn closely. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, it doesn't look good, but it's not bad. So yeah. So with this piece, we're now going to try and do the decorative top piece. A little, I don't know, top piece. Working on the center, and I thought, you know what, it's time to turn off the lathe and take a closer look at what's happening here. And as soon as I did, I noticed this complete blowout. I didn't even know this happened. I hate oak, but the beauty of being a woodworker is, you know, woodworkers don't make mistakes; they just make smaller pieces. So I'm gonna have to make this smaller, which means I'm gonna have to make that smaller, and we'll see how it looks. Yeah. Okay, 7/8. So if we're at 7/8, what kind of size dowel do you think we should have in the center? I got a bad feeling about what's going on here, so I'm going to start sanding it from here before we cut down the two dowels down to 1/4 inch. Yeah, 1/4 inch. I'm just going to sand what we have here and pray and hope for the best. Alright, well, we'll sand it up at this point, so it's a matter of cutting these down to 1/4 inch at this point and hope she doesn't break before I get to that part. Yeah. I'm going to pause right here for a moment because I want to bring your attention to the fact that we have a chance of this blowing out. So, in the comments below, tell me if you think I can make this to 3/8 inch round before this breaks. Or if you think it's going to break before I can make this to 3/8 inch. Place your bets in the comments below. Good luck. Well, I'll be darned. I made it. Well, this thing was getting pretty wobbly there, so yeah. Oh boy. All right. If you chose that I made it through, congratulations, you won. All right, let's cut this sucker with the bandsaw right down the middle. Hey, sorry about that. I didn't record this part, but I have a faceplate with a waste block on it, and I glued on a piece of figured oak. I took this little plank of figured oak, cut off square, so that'll make the embellishment part that goes into the corners of the piece of work that Bob and I are collaborating on. Right now I'm going to turn this round, or pretty close to round, and then put the embellishments on the inside. Let's get going. Oops. Oh no, ruined it. Dadgummit. Look at that. I knew, I just wanted to hit it a little bit and then I was going to come in this way and I got a catch. God dang it. Actually, that's not too bad. I could probably flatten that out and still make it. Let's find out. Here we go. A nice little disc. Cut that in 1/4, and there you go. Okay, got a last piece here, which is well, basically the towel rack portion. Cut off a piece of the one that I mismeasured, and it's got all the markings on it that I was going to use, but anyway, cut it down to square, and we're going to round this off and then measure it out 15 3/4 inches, and then put some dowels on either side. Go. Alright, next is to cut off these little tabs on either end. Leave the doweling where it is, so off to the bandsaw. Alright, we got the two sides towel piece and the decoration. Left this pretty long, so Bob cut off what he needs. And now it's just a matter of boxing it up and shipping it off to him. Now the only thing left to do is send it over to Bob's Woodshop.